I go by she, her. My name is Hannah. I live in Oceanside on Long Island in Nassau County, and I'm 25 years old.
How has this crisis affected you personally, like in your own family, in your social circle, and your community?
What I find is that what's going on is no longer politics, it's morals. I'm navigating like being a teacher and being a business owner along with honoring the fact that there are people that are dying.
What are some issues that you have been concerned about lately?
I want to give you some background. I student taught, and I student taught in two schools in one semester. One school was in St. Albans, Queens, and the other school was in Whitestone, Queens. And the school in St. Albans, Queens was low income, black and brown children, terrible resources, a lot of hostility and violence in the school. And then I was really discouraged, like going into the school in Whitestone because it was all white kids, amazing resources, beautiful school, um, everything that they could possibly want, or so it appeared.
How did that make you feel?
Devastated. And especially as a person who wants to be an educator, it's like, do I have to choose a side? And then at the same time, my desire is to teach people of all colors and backgrounds, and I'm like, do I have to go to like a college setting for that? Like, why are we so segregated? Or do I have to come up with like my own plan where I school kids in like a home or something, or a private situation? Like,
What has that experience been like for you in thinking about your future at this really critical time?
it's been devastating because there's a lot of doubt of like, why should I go forward with getting my elementary teaching certification when this is the reality? I've been actually listening to like a lot of people who I know probably face a lot of resistance for the things that they do. And sometimes it can feel really discouraging.
And when you're thinking on like a global scale or national scale, things can seem really out of control.
Mhm.
Um, but then when you think on like the state level or the local level, what gives you hope?
I've seen lives being changed, like whether it be a child in an elementary school or an adult with like a body dysmorphic disorder or like an eating disorder or like addiction, or I've seen it, and that feels like worth it.
What would you like to see more of?
More education, like a want for education, a want to learn, and making education fun, and like touching people where they need to be touched in order to grow.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.